So just to clarify really quick, there is a top here. I'm not naked, there is a top. So today I'm going to be filming something actually very highly requested. You girls are, I see you. I see you. You want me to film a Netflix and chill fragrance video, which is exactly what I'm doing today. I'm literally giving you guys my recommendations for that Netflix and chill situation. You're intimate, you're cuddling, whatever you're doing, that's your business. I have fragrances that I know will go down very well in that situation. So I think that you want to go for something that is quite sweet, a little bit edible maybe, something a bit warm and cozy, but not too loud. Like definitely you do not want a fragrance that is loud and polarizing and beast mode. You do not want any of those things in a cuddly, intimate fragrance. You definitely want something a little bit more subtle, but still a scent that they can smell. So I have some recommendations for you. I think I have 11 here. We'll see. We'll soon find out. I do have 11 fragrances here. So coming in at my number 11, this one almost didn't make it into the list. I'm going to tell you girls why. This is from Maison Lancôme and it is Lavendes Trianon. Now, the reason I said this almost didn't make it into my list is because this is like a beast mode fragrance, and I know I said that I didn't want any of those in this list, but I had to put this in because this literally smells delicious. This smells like food. To me, it smells like a vanilla brown sugar cookie with some lavender infused milk. I know that's like a pretty like full-on description, but that is literally what it smells like to me. A vanilla cookie with some sugar, and then it's soaked in like this warm, milky lavender kind of situation. So that is exactly what it smells like. You can see how that would go down pretty well. But I do have to say 1 to 2 sprays maximum. Like this, like I said, is a beast fragrance. It's very strong, it does project, so you definitely don't want to overspray it because you could potentially have the opposite reaction. So 1 to 2 sprays, but it is a very delicious, like edible sort of fragrance. Number 10, I almost didn't put in the list just because this fragrance, I wouldn't really consider it cozy and intimate. The only reason that I put it in this list is because this fragrance is literally an aphrodisiac for men. Like I'm not exaggerating. Whenever I wear this fragrance, I get a compliment from a guy. I would not say that, I don't have to say that, but it is true. And this is Parfums de Marly Delina. You guys know how much I love Delina. It is like my favorite fragrance in the world. And like I said, the only reason that I put it in here is because it does have that very like wow effect towards men. Men just go absolutely crazy for this fragrance, so that's why I wanted to put it in here. So Delina from Parfums de Marly, if you don't know how it smells, it's a beautiful rose, peony, lychee scent, and it has this kind of sour like hint to it from the rhubarb, but I would definitely say it's like this sweet kind of fruity rose with this beautiful kind of sour rhubarb note, but it's very velvety. The texture, when I smell this fragrance, I just think of the most beautiful blended fragrance that I've ever smelled, and it's a very velvety, smooth kind of texture. You go easy on the trigger with this one, especially if you are in like bed or whatever. Go easy on this one because it could be a little bit too strong, so be careful. But it definitely, like I said, the only reason I put it in here is because it definitely has that sort of wow effect towards guys. So Parfums de Marly Delina, you guys know how I feel about that fragrance. Okay, so coming in at number 9, I haven't talked about this for a very long time, but I still love it because it is Guerlain, and Guerlain is like my favorite fragrance house ever, and it is Mon Guerlain. And again, when I used to wear this, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't worn this in so long, but when I used to wear it, I would get the most incredible reactions from guys. And I actually told you guys I was seeing someone, which I've never dated anyone, but we were kind of going on dates for a little bit. This was like the beginning of 2018, and every time I wore this fragrance, he would just swoon over it. He would just lose his mind. What is that? You smell absolutely amazing. And he would just go crazy over Mon Guerlain. So I know it has a great kind of effect towards men. Again, maybe go a little bit lighter on the trigger with this one. If you don't know how Mon Guerlain smells, to me, it is a powdery aromatic vanilla. It's very feminine and beautiful and classy and sweet and innocent kind of. It does have kind of like an innocence to it in my opinion, but it is very beautiful, and definitely I would call it an aromatic vanilla. So the two most notes that you're going to get is lavender and vanilla in here with some powdery kind of vibe going on. So Mon Guerlain from Guerlain is an incredible scent. Definitely get on it if you don't know about it. Coming in at my number 8, I actually have another fragrance from Guerlain. This one is more expensive, but when I think of an intimate fragrance, when I think of something that I would probably want to wear, this comes right to my head immediately, and it is Tonka Imperial from Guerlain. Now, this fragrance is the most beautifully blended fragrance that I have smelled in my life. This is the most beautiful, like I said, smooth, buttery, tonka bean, almond. It has tobacco, but you do not smell the tobacco, guys. Trust me right now, you do not smell hardly anything in this fragrance besides a beautiful, smooth, like buttery scotch kind of scent, and it is just incredible. It's not overly sweet, it's not an overpowering scent, it's not a loud scent. It definitely sits closer to the skin, at least on my skin. It does have pretty good longevity from my experience, but like I said, it does kind of sit and edge closer to the skin, which is why I think it's perfect. It's definitely one of my favorite fragrances ever from Guerlain. I think it is one of the best from the house. So Tonka Imperial from Guerlain, it's like a beautiful, like I said, buttery scotch, like almond tonka bean scent that is just to die for. So I highly recommend this, especially for those more intimate kind of settings. Okay, so coming in at number 7 is a fragrance that I don't actually wear too much. My mum wears this fragrance a lot. She stole it from me and she is obsessed with it. And I have to tell you guys, my mum wouldn't lie about this. She gets complimented almost every single time that she wears it. And to me, this fragrance is perfect for the bedroom or that sort of situation. This is from Mugler, and this is one of their Les Exceptions fragrances, and this is called Over the Musk. If you like musky scents, if you like Jovan's White Musk, or you really do appreciate musk fragrances, this is a must-have. I'm not exaggerating, this is a must-have if you like musky scents. Now, like I said, my mum wears this one a lot more than I do, but when I think of this fragrance, I think of something like a bedroom situation, because truly, this is very intoxicating on the skin. It kind of gives me like a marshmallow vibe, if I'm going to be honest. It's like a musky marshmallow. It's quite a clean musk, in my opinion. It doesn't smell too like animalic or dirty or anything like that, but it's not overly clean. Like, you're not going to smell like you just came out of the shower or anything like that. It's musky, it's sweet, and it's marshmallowy. Like, it definitely gives me like this sweet marshmallowy kind of vibe to it. My mum tells me like which fragrances get her the most compliments, and this is the one that gets her like the most compliments in her collection. You guys, my number 6 is a very recent fragrance to my collection, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it. And this is from the house of Frasai, and this fragrance is called Blondin, and I cannot wait to tell you guys how this smells, because I feel like if you are similar to me and if you like similar fragrances to me, you're gonna love me for this recommendation, because oh my god, it is so good. This is a gourmand lily. I know, let that just sink in right now. This fragrance is a gourmand lily. So in the top, you have this beautiful kind of fresh lily, but in the dry down, there is butter. There is literally butter in this fragrance. There is cacao, there's butter, there's lily, but to be honest with you guys, I really, let me just spray it on me really quick. Oh my god, it is just heavenly. This composition is genius. Like, who would ever have thought to put lily with butter? But it somehow works so incredibly well. Like, you do definitely get that freshness from the lily, and it is a really beautiful lily kind of smell, but then it has that kind of butteriness to it and a little bit of like this saltiness. This one doesn't go too sweet or too sickly. Like, you would think putting butter in a fragrance would just make it smell like kind of rancid. No. This is truly an incredible fragrance. Like I said, you definitely get the lily as the most prominent note in there, but then you really do get this kind of like unique kind of scent from the butter, it gives it like this salty, like a buttery kind of smell underneath. So it is an incredible fragrance. I highly recommend it. It is from Frasai, and this is Blondin. Now this, like I said, is more recent, and I'm going to be wearing this one a lot. I feel like if you like the same fragrance as me, you'll definitely love this one. Number 5 is a fragrance that I like to wear to bed. I wear this fragrance all the time to bed. I love spraying it on my clothes because there's something about it that puts me like in this really, I don't know how to explain it, but I just love wearing it to bed. I'm sure that you guys have those sort of fragrances. This is Serge Lutens Jeu de Peau. Now, if you do not know how this fragrance smells, it literally to me smells like buttery, warm bread. That is it. I have no other things to say about this fragrance. I cannot tell you the notes. I cannot pick out any notes. To me, it literally smells like buttery, warm bread. It's salty. There's a tiny bit of a sweetness, but it's definitely more of a savory kind of gourmand for sure. Literally bread. So like I said, it smells like bread, so it is a very kind of weird and unique fragrance, but to me, I love it. And if I had a partner or whatever, I would definitely be wearing this one to bed. I think that it would be a little bit like of a, tasty. Coming in at my number 4, I have kind of a different fragrance for this list. You guys are seeing a lot of vanilla, a lot of sweet scents, a lot of edible scents. This one is totally different. It's a very clean scent, but I had to put it in this list because to me, yeah, this one would do very well in an intimate situation. This is Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. I received quite a lot of compliments with this one. I don't wear it as much anymore. I more so wear Moleculo One, which you guys know I've talked about quite a lot. But this fragrance kind of does the same thing, but I would say it's a lot more like sensual than Moleculo One. Moleculo One still has that kind of clean, fresh sort of thing going on, but I would say it's a little bit more masculine, and I would say it's a little bit more kind of just professional, whereas Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, it still smells clean, but I would say it's a little bit more feminine than Moleculo One, and it definitely has like this kind of, again, a little bit of an aphrodisiac effect to it. Like, I'm gonna spray it on me now. Yeah, it smells so good, and it is so hard to explain the way that this fragrance smells. You guys are just gonna have to go out and try it. But every time I wore this, when I used to wear this a lot, people would compliment me when they would come close to me or give me a hug. They would say, wow, you smell incredible. And it was always this fragrance. So Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. I definitely think that this would be like one of the best fragrances that you could wear in like a situation like that, because it smells very clean. It's got a skin-like feel to it, like definitely has that like kind of my skin but better sort of smell, and I do feel like some guys would appreciate that more than a fragrance that is very, you know, big. Vanilla is definitely up there for me as one of the fragrance notes that like makes me like, you know, want to get closer to somebody, maybe I should say. So I had to put a good vanilla in here, and the vanilla that I chose is from Indult Paris, and this is Tihota. Now, this fragrance to me is the epitome of a bedroom, of a Netflix and chill, of an intimate scent, because it really smells edible, like truly edible. This was my number 1 in my vanilla video. Still to this day, I think it is probably the highest quality, the best, most purest vanilla fragrance that I have ever smelled. It literally smells like caramel, vanilla, marshmallow, sweet, all of this sweet vanillic goodness into a bottle without being too overpowering and too headachy, but it is very, very sweet. So to me, this one would be perfect in a bedroom situation. It definitely has that very fuzzy, cozy, warm, delicious kind of vibe to it. So that is Tihota from Indult Paris. Definitely check it out, guys. I know for a fact if you like fragrances that are very strong on the vanilla, like very, very strong, and you love gourmands, you'll definitely love this one. So highly recommend it, especially for that sort of situation. Coming in at my number 2 is a fragrance that I wear quite a lot, and I love it so much, and for me this fragrance would be perfect. Again, I feel like I've said that so much in this video. You get it. All of these are perfect for the situation, but this one is from Parfums de Marly, and it is Safinad. And guys, look how much I've used of Safinad. I've used even more of Delina. Like I bet I'm halfway down in this bottle for sure. But look how much I've used of this one as well. That just shows that I truly love, like especially the house of Parfums de Marly, but I truly love the fragrances. And Safinad to me, is amazing. It is truly an amazing scent, and the word that I would use to describe it is, to me, it's very sensual. It's a very like kind of sensual scent. I wouldn't call it sexy and dark and mysterious or anything like that, but it's a very pretty and very sensual scent on the skin. So for me, what do I get from this fragrance? I get vanilla and orange blossom. To me, I get this very kind of marshmallow vibe, but I know that there is vanilla and orange blossoms in here, which you definitely get orange blossom in here, but it's kind of like sweetened and rounded out with that vanilla. So Safin from Parfums de Marly, to me, it would be like perfect in the bedroom, but I just think it's an incredible fragrance. What is my number one fragrance? There was some epic fragrances in here, but my number one in my eyes is like the best in every single category. It is sweet. It has vanilla. It is very, very cozy. It is very warm, and it's not a loud scent. Like, it doesn't project. It's not too beast mode. It is an incredible fragrance, and to me, it is the number one for the bedroom. So this is from Van Cleef & Arpels, and this is Orchid Vinny. And like I said, this is absolutely perfect. Like, this is the perfect bedroom scent to me. Sweet, warm, delicious, cozy. It has vanilla, it has orchid, it has chocolate, it has orange. Like, I definitely smell the orange when you first spray this fragrance on, but once it kind of settles down, like I said, it really does kind of feel like a warm hug. It truly feels like a warm hug on your skin, so that's why it was my number one. It has everything in here that you would need to kind of set the situation, if you know what I'm saying. So that's why it's my number one. Van Cleef & Arpels Orchid Vinny, definitely perfect. So that is it. That is my number one fragrance for a Netflix and chill situation. So thank you girls so much for watching this video. Please leave any other video requests that you have. I love like reading through your requests. I have them all down on my phone, so continue to give me more requests. So thank you so much for watching. I'll have every single fragrance in this list linked down below for you girls. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.